What's up guys, Josh Vogel here, and today I'm bringing you another arm training video. Today's workout is pretty simple. I started off here, as you can see, with one arm dumbbell preacher curls. My set-wise here, I worked up to a top set at 22 kilos, and I did that for as many reps as you'll see in the video. I forget off the top of my head, but my goal is to kind of increase each week until I get to a weight where I can't really do 4 and at least do 8. So I try to stay in that range and increase the weight or reps as needed each week. So pretty much just the basic principle of progressive overload. And I do believe that this plus this exercise has been a huge help in increasing my biceps so far this off season. This is an exercise I've never really prioritized or done to this extent of really trying to progress. Preacher curls I've always done on a machine and kind of just at the end of a workout just to get a quick pump. But actually focusing on strength during a bicep and just arm training in general has been a huge factor in actually making my arms grow, because like I said, I've always just kind of trained for a pump like most bodybuilders do, and with stubborn arms like I have, I need a little bit more focus and intensity on them. So really trying to prioritize that and get those up. Same thing with my shoulders, but I've already kind of said that in a previous shoulder video. So today is about arms, so I'm going to stick with my arm training. As you can see, I'm not going completely all the way down to a full extension. I'm still allowing tension on the bicep, trying to drive my elbow into that pad as hard as I can and not letting it come up, just to keep the most tension on the bicep, flex as hard as I can, and try to keep the contraction even on the eccentric, trying to squeeze as hard as I can the whole time. So next up, I did close grip bench press, which this is an exercise I just kind of started adding back into my programming as I am prepping for a powerlifting meet in February. So trying to get my bench up is a priority of mine, especially since I have a poverty bench compared to some of my other lifts. So close grip bench is something that I kind of enjoy and I can get strong at if I continue to progress. So going back into my first time at it, I started with just singles and doubles on most of my warm-up sets, working up to a top set where I was at 355, as you'll see in the next video after this, which I did for 4 reps on my own. And then my spotter Jimmy today, he spotted me for that 5th rep. So I was pretty pleased with how much weight I did today. Considering, like I said, I haven't done these in quite some time, and they were something I was decently strong at before, so I'm glad to put them back in, and I want to see where I can get these up to. I'd like a 375 for rep close grip. I'd be pretty happy with that, and then program somewhere around like a 405 or 415 bench for my powerlifting meet. So this is one of the few barbell exercises I can actually do too that doesn't kill my elbows for triceps. Most stuff with a straight bar for triceps absolutely kills me. So after that, I went into the Watson bar skull crusher. This is one of the greatest tricep exercises you can do in my opinion, and you don't even have to have the Watson bar to do them. You can do them with a dumbbell or easy curl bar or even cables if you can get a setup correct. So with this bar, it doesn't kill my elbows, like I was just saying in the previous, or watching the previous videos. Most straight bar stuff absolutely destroys my elbows and my shoulders, but with this bar, it's really nice, and I actually prefer it more so than dumbbells, as I can go a little bit heavier and have better stabilization during it. One of the intensity techniques I added here, as you'll see on the next set, is I did a drop set style working set. I guess that's a lot of the word set in that, but I did some sort of like mechanical drop set here where I actually dropped the bench down the flat after doing the incline, overload in a different position, and try to just go all the way to failure like I can and really get the most out of my tricep growth while still going as heavy as possible. Just kind of a little bit of extra volume here to finish them off with this exercise, and it's something that has helped with my arm growth. As far as tricep goes, this is probably one of the exercises I really think has benefited me, just skull crushers in general, as the long head of my tricep is something that was very poverty, and doing anything in that extension, or that extension, is really going to help target that long head. So these are something I can really overload nicely and progress on week to week, so I enjoy doing them, and I will continue to keep them in my programming until I decide not to. So finishing up with triceps here, I finished off with the cable cross extensions. Another one of my favorite tricep exercises is this one. Is very, very easy on the elbows, causes no pain at all. As tendonitis is something I tend to get, especially with doing as much deadlift and back and arm stuff as I do. They can kind of be a little bit of a bitch, so these are something that really helps keep the pain off there. And then I finished up these with a mechanical drop as well, as you'll see in the upcoming video. And if you are interested in doing that at home, I would say start about 3 or 4 steps back from the machine, go to failure, take 2 steps forward, go to failure, and then step kind of all the way up into the machine, as you'll see in this video here. And then raise your elbows up as well, and really try to hit failure here, just in that different position. This is going to help hit it through different angles, different parts of the strength curve, and just really fry your triceps, and hopefully they grow for you. If triceps are an issue for you and you really want to bring them up, I would say start with these cable cross extensions at the start of every arm workout. I did that until very recently, and now I started programming them a little bit later and putting some other exercises first. So finishing up, I finished off with just straight alternating dumbbell curls. Very basic, very simple here, just really trying to control the eccentrics. And that kind of summed up today's arm workout. So thanks guys for watching. I appreciate it. If you have questions or want info on programming or coaching, go to www.thejoshvogel.com. You can also sign up for my almost daily email list and get free advice from that as well. Thanks again guys for watching. Hope you enjoy.